See, you don't even understand. You think you do. I understand that the country was a republic. In the first 30 years of the new republic, there were few changes to the limited duties and responsibilities of the prosecuting attorney. Now, he's talking about that, right? But look right here. Appointive status was not exceptional during this period when few offices were elected and few citizens were electors. There were strict limitations on the general franchise, and the nation was, by modern standards, a very limited democracy. Now go here. A review of the first constitutions of the 13 states indicates just how limited democracy was. The only office that was elected by the people in all the states was the position of legislator. The office of the governor was on the ballot in only 6 of the 13 states. See, democracy is majority rule. We are still, to this day, a limited democracy. Because what is democracy? Majority rule. Who passes the laws? The legislature. How do they pass the laws? By majority rule. Does that mean that it's not a republic for the people? No. The republic is still there. It always has been. That's why I tell you, it is a republic with a limited democracy. The limited democracy is the functions of the legislature and the Congress, legislature being the state. You cannot ignore that. But see, people like to ignore certain things and say whatever they believe something is instead of just looking at it for what it is. Okay, I understand that it said, oh, we gave you a republic, but that republic still operates with a limited democracy because Congress has certain rights laid out in the Constitution. You can't They can't even do their job if they're not a democracy. So anytime the government gets up on TV and says it's a threat to our democracy, you're thinking they're talking about us, the people. Well, guess what? They're not. Now, let's look at this. See what I'm saying? Because people think when they're talking about in government that it is interfering with our democracy, people think they're talking to the country as a whole. They're not talking to the country as a whole. You're presuming they are. A review of the first constitutions of the 13 states indicates just how limited democracy was. The only office that was elected by the people in all the states was the position of legislator. See, this is important. So the legislator or the legislature operates on majority rule. When they pass a law, they have to pass it by majority rule. And then if you go into the specific powers, like the veto power, then there is a greater majority needed, like 2/3 of the legislature to overrule the president's veto power. See, that is a democracy, but it's only limited to the state legislature and Congress. To understand this, you need to understand who we, the people of the United States, are. See, people think we, the people of the United States, is everybody collectively. They are not. You have we, the people of the state of, and then you have we, the people of the United States. Two distinct, different people. The preamble of the Constitution has been appealed to in support of the doctrine that the Constitution of the United States was ordained and established by and for the people of the states collectively. That would be everyone. As a distinct community or nation, this argument is founded upon a mere literal interpretation of the preamble, wholly disregarding the true authority by which the Constitution was established. In other words, what was the true authority? Who were the people involved and why were they doing it? Who gave them the authority? Okay. The, the source from which its powers were derived and the true nature and objects of the powers delegated. You've heard about delegation of powers doctrine. The preamble reads, we, notice there's a comma, we is a certain group, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, etc., do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America. What is here meant by the expression, we, the people of the United States? Okay, what is meant? It expresses the authority by which the thing was done. It means the people by whose authority the Constitution was formed and ratified. It was the act of forming and ratifying the Constitution which ordained and established it. It was formed by delegates appointed by the representatives of the people of the several states in their respective state legislatures. There's that limited democracy again, okay? And it was ratified by several states through a convention of delegates in each state. See, the legislature said, hey, delegates, go do this thing. Okay? Elected by the people of the state, each state in doing the same, acting for itself and by the authority of its people, as a separate and independent nation. The Constitution, therefore, was ordained and established not by the whole people of the United States collectively or in mass as a distinct community, but by the several states, the people of each acting in the name and by the authority of their state as a distinct, independent, sovereign people. It is therefore incontestable that the words of the preamble, we the people of the United States, mean the people of the several states of the Union, not collectively and in mass, but as the people of distinct independent states acting by their respective separate state authorities, in forming a compact with each other and establishing a federal government or governments. The parties to which were distinct communities or independent states as contradistinguished by the people of all the states taken collectively or in mass. At the time of the formation of the Constitution, the states were members of the Confederacy united under the style of the United States of America. See, there's this thing called a style. That has a specific meaning. And upon the express condition that each state retains its sovereignty, freedom, and independence. That's why we have a 10th Amendment. So you have the people of the state, and then you have the people of the United States. Two different types of people. If you read the case U.S. v. Anthony from 1873, they explain it very well.